If you want to be a successful investor, then you have got to change the way you think. If the majority of people fail in the market and only a few make it, then why are you thinking like everybody else? There are two things that I want to do with this channel. I want to change your way of thinking because I've been homeless and nobody deserves that. I see people fail and I'm a bleeding heart. I want everybody to be successful. Nobody deserves to struggle like I did. And I also want to build a community. Something from scratch. Something that means something. And the only way I know of to do both things is to lay bare the lessons that I have learned that brought me up from homeless, that I apply to investing that are quite successful, and to build a rapport in the process so you can understand me better and change your perspective. And this story's full of many things. It's full of death, pain, heartache, but in the end, triumph. And out of the ashes comes the proverbial phoenix. And I want you guys to be a phoenix. I want you guys to rise out of whatever ashes you're in. Nobody deserves to suffer. And the only way I know to do this is to tell you the story of my life and apply each step as a lesson that I use today to invest. And I don't know of any other way to start a story than in the beginning. I was born in Anchorage. I had an older brother and a sister that I never met. We were taken away from our biological parents for abuse of various kinds. My sister was adopted separately. My older brother and I, they would not separate because they couldn't physically separate us while we were up for adoption. He was my older brother, and he protected me through a lot of the abuse by taking a lot of the abuse himself. But we ended up being adopted by a very nice couple. When the market's down and the candles are red, and you think things are bad, sometimes you have to go a little deeper into hell in order to get out. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. You can't listen to all these doomsayers. If you've done your own research, you're confident in your abilities, and you haven't put more than you can comfortably lose, you have nothing to fear. I had more life and more joy in me as a child that I could give all my love and still not give more than I could comfortably lose. It was the only way we could survive together, my brother and I. His family, very nice. Went to West Virginia, kind of learned that maybe the abuse that we suffered kind of messed us up in the head. When the market goes red and it just seems like it's never going to end, it kind of messes with your head, doesn't it? Kind of makes you think, the heck, life hates me. Everybody hates me. What is this? The market hates me. There's no green. Everybody else's project is better. Everybody else's life was better, I would think, when I was a kid. Little did I know that a little patience and a little time would make everything better. In the market, that goes double. With a little patience and a little time, everything gets better. People will run around and tell you the sky is falling. People make fun of you. You're adopted. Look at you, you're adopted. But you can't fall into those pitfalls. Not in the market. Your financial stability, your family's financial stability depends on it. Because if you fall in those pitfalls, you get in this weird thing where you're chasing the green candle. My brother would chase friends. He would take his favorite toys on the bus on the way to school, and he would give them away for a few minutes of friendship. His favorite toys. You're chasing those green candles. You're giving away your financial freedom when all it takes is some patience. And he would give his toys to these friends, and for a few minutes he would be happy. You could see on his face he felt joy. But then time makes it fade. And those friends were never friends. They just wanted his stuff. In time, chasing those green candles, time will reveal. Those green candles turn red too. And they fade away. And he would go home, and you could see his joy sink. And it was the most painful face I ever saw. He just wanted some friends. You just want some gains. But you gotta ignore the noise. They were never your friends anyways. Those green candles you're chasing over there, you've done your own research. Here's a couple criteria for you. 1, did you do your own research? Did you read the white paper, or the wolf paper, or the bone paper, or the graveyard, or whatever they want to call it these days? You did? Good. First one's done. 2, is your project still around? Is it still there? Let's take Yieldly, for example. If Yieldly was going to leave, and in case you didn't know, Yieldly is an Algorand standard asset. Not quite sure what they are. I don't know if they're a launch pad. I don't know if they're a yield farm. They're kind of something in between. But it sure is fun to play around on. I highly recommend it. Go ahead. Lose $10. You got nothing to lose but lessons. But if Yieldly was going to disappear, they would have done it during the headline debacle where people lost a lot of their headline token. But they didn't. And they made it right. People got their headline refunded. If Yieldly was going to go, then it would have gone when everybody was making fun of them for losing staffers. But they didn't. They stuck around. So I stick around because they're showing that heart that will get them through it. In the end, it's the heart that will get you from homeless to successful. If you don't have the heart, you don't have liquidity. And we all know liquidity is everything. That's what I got for this one. Join me for the next one when we continue, if you will. I appreciate your time. You guys are amazing. You guys are deserving. And it's okay to lose some money. Sometimes life slapping you around are the best lessons you can get. So if you have $10 that you want to blow, invest in something. See how it works. Play around. Get spanked around a little bit. Just don't do it with your main wallet. There is something to be said about having multiple wallets. In fact, I'm getting ready to open more wallets because I have a plan, and it's a good one. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for your time. See you on the next one.